can actually look at your day and say, here are the 10 things I need to do today, and I have 3 A items. And I need to get those vital things done, and then I need to move on to my B items. And I need to get the important stuff done, and then maybe those C items I can tackle. But here are a couple items I can either delegate to someone else or actually get off my calendar. So does your task list look like this? No? Some people are saying no, some people are saying yeah. Right? You like that? Watch American Idol. I eliminated that. Is that what you're laughing at? We actually watch it in my family. Anyway, I was watching it last night as I was adding that in here. But, okay, so does your task list look like this or like this? Is this what it looks like? Yeah, it's harder to manage this task list than the other one. You know, there's a slight problem there. All right. Pareto's Law, we've already talked about the 80-20 principle this morning. I'm just going to touch on this and say 80% of your outputs result from 20% of your inputs. So when you think about your day, start eliminating the things that are not helping you get your results. All right? Whatever that activity is. It's also true that 20% of your clients are creating 80% of your headaches. Now, I'm in HR, and so on occasion I throw in a little bit of HR into my conversation just because that's what I do for a living. And so Tim Ferriss, the 4-Hour Workweek, you guys read that book? Great book. If you haven't read it, Tim Ferriss, 4-Hour Workweek. Tim Ferriss would say with these clients, yeah, you're going to fire them. You're going to fire those clients. The clients that are causing you the biggest problems to free up time for you. Okay? So if you were to look at your day right now, if you were to think about a typical day and how you function, are these the things that are driving what you do? They drove what I do. You know, I mean, they drove what I did for a long time. Till I realized there was another way to look at it. Okay? And that way is to actually start thinking about the 20% that are going to get you to the goals. What's that 20%? What drives your revenue? And what about that balance? What about the work-life balance? Are you scheduling times with your kids? I've got a 5-year-old kid. Yes, I'm 108. We had him when I was late. I've got a 5-year-old son who is the joy of my life. He's amazing, right? But I've got to make sure I have time for him. So that's going to be part of my schedule too. I was a soccer mom when he was 3. I'd never imagined, but that's probably another story. So 10 minutes equals 2 hours. Who wants 2 extra hours a day? Did you know Mars has an extra 36 minutes a day? They rotate on the axis 24 hours and 36 minutes. We don't have to move to Mars. Okay? 2 hours a day. You're going to get 2 hours a day if you plan for 10 minutes. A lot of people like to do that the night before because you sleep better. You know what you're going to do the next day. You've got it all mapped out, right? You've got to have emergency time in there. Make sure you've got 911 time. But you're going to get 2 hours by doing that 10-minute of planning either the night before or the morning of. And it really depends on, what your preference is. All right, so we're done with plan, implement. Implement's all about action. It's all about action. You've got to make things happen. You've got to have a system that works, and you have to understand effectiveness and efficiency. Well done is better than well said. Well done is better than well said. Benjamin Franklin, it was said just a few years ago. Right? It's still true today. It really doesn't matter what system you choose. Okay? You can use your computer, your BlackBerry, your smartphone, your iPhone 4, whatever you have, a pen and paper. I use a Franklin Covey. Okay? You can use whatever system you use. The important thing is to use it. This is something that I've worked with my clients on, and it really is establishing goals. So you set your personal goals and your business goals, and then you divide it up in 4 quadrants. All right? And put those into quarters. This is what I'm going to do quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. And then over on this side, the blue part, are all the activities you do monthly, weekly, and daily to drive towards your quarterly goals, which feed into your annual goals. Does everybody understand that circle?